Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we're going to be playing some Mortar with the brand new Suspicious Bush. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there was never a time where I thought to myself, man, Supercell, I really love the Royal Ghost, and I want more cards like that in Clash Royale. I don't know about you guys, it could just be me, that could be a hot take, but I'm not too sure about this card selection. I don't know who's coming up with the cards at Supercell, but they need to talk to Benny, and, you know, I need to give him a little bit of a piece of my mind here, because I'm not too sure about this. Now, honestly, for those of you who keep telling me to oil up, I feel like this sus card, you know, the Suspicious Bush, is the best card for you guys to be playing, so maybe they did that for you guys. They saw you guys commenting on my videos for that. But you'll see here, I am using Firecracker, because Firecracker is honestly crazy in the meta right now, and I feel like, you know, almost every single deck that I get commented saying people struggle with is going to be a deck that's running Firecracker, so why not put that in a Mortar deck? And then I am also using Valkyrie, and that's just because in this deck we took out Spear Goblins, which you usually have in Mortarbait, so to give us a little bit of extra defense we did put the Valkyrie in, but you can still use Knight in this deck. It's really not a big deal, and you can use Little Prince as well. I just like the Firecracker, especially because it's a nice way to, you know, spell bait their arrows and light spells with it. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Bush on this side. Now also, guys, if you are finding that the audio sounds a tiny bit different in this video, I am on vacation right now, and oh my goodness, wait a second, we are so screwed. We are in trouble here. I know that there's a way that you can fireball the balloon to not take any damage, but I am not good enough to do that, so we are going to take one shot there. But actually we're okay. We're okay. I can't get that timing down to take one shot, but we are up in damage there. But anyways, guys, I am on vacation before I got rudely interrupted there, and so the mic volume or mic quality might sound a tiny bit different just because, you know, I'm recording in a different room. So if you are noticing a difference, have no fear. I will be back in a week and it'll be back to normal, but I tried to make it sound as normal as possible, but if it does sound a little bit different, that is why. Let's go ahead and play the Firecracker right here at the bridge, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Evil Mortar as well. The Evil Firecracker won't get onto the tower, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then he is going to play the Inferno Dragon, but it's not really the greatest counter to everything. I can just Fireball right here, and then we don't get the Mortar shot, which is too bad, but that's okay. We can play the Goblin Gang right here. I don't really understand why he's just playing an alone balloon each time. I guess it worked the first. Okay, that's crazy. I'm just going to ignore that. I don't even have to counter that. I'm going to go ahead and play the Bush on the other side. Maybe I should have countered that, actually. I took a calculated risk there, and I am bad at math, so it did not work out. He's going to go ahead and play the Tornado there, but it's not really going to be a very good play to counter everything. And then I can just play my Valkyrie right here. He's going to let the Skeleton Barrel get on the tower. Wait, what is going on? Wait, what is going on? We can go ahead and play the Firecracker right here. Hopefully we can get a splash onto the tower. We don't, but that's okay because I can just cycle my log here. There is the Balloon and the Evo Knight. And then I'm going to play the high Mortar to help pull everything. And then we can go ahead. We can Fireball right here. And then, oh crap, this is going to be so close, man. We're going to need the Evil Firecracker. No! Why did it not lock on? Why did it not lock on? Oh my goodness, we're so lucky. I just had a heart attack. Oh my goodness, that could have been terrible. Okay, let's go ahead. We can go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel here. And then let's cycle a log. And then if he plays a counter, if we get that on the tower, then we're good. Okay. Oh my goodness, I had a bit of a heart attack there. That was close. We'll give him a good game. We'll give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next one. All right, guys, next matchup. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I got absolutely slammed by somebody who hit me with a Lumber Loon push on the very first play, so I'm feeling a little bit angry and a little bit lethal here. So hopefully we can get a win. Now, this guy has Firecracker, and a question I'm getting asked quite a bit is, you know, or at least something I'm noticing is a lot of you guys are struggling against Firecracker right now. And if that is you, and if you're having trouble against Firecracker, feel free to get rid of log in your deck and just play arrows. Honestly, I feel like some people, they get really caught up in, you know, what's the perfect deck, which card is the perfect card in my deck, and if there's a card that you're really struggling with, don't be afraid to, you know, put a spell in your deck. As long as it's, you know, within 1 or 2 elixir, it's okay to use it, and, you know, it won't really mess up your cycle. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Now, another thing as well, if you do have the Bush, is don't be afraid to really put it in different lanes. I think a lot of the time what I like to do and what I'm finding a lot of success with is I'm just pressuring the opposite lane using the Bush constantly, and then I'm putting my Skeleton Barrel in the other lane, or at the very least, sometimes, you know what, I might use it in the exact same lane. It does kind of depend. Like, I'm going to Skeleton Barrel here, but it's a really good way to bait out their log, bait out their counters, and just get some really nice value. He's going to go for the Skeleton, or for the Evo Skellies there, but they aren't the greatest counter to the Bush, so, or to the Skeleton Barrel, sorry. Holy crap, I'm all over the place right now. Let's go ahead and start a Firecracker in the back. Now, Another thing as well is because he has Earthquake, I really want to play my Evil Mortar in the opposite lane. I'm going to go ahead and play the Valkyrie in front. Evil Firecracker will go down, so we should get the Evil Mortar lock. Then I'm going to go ahead and play the Bush, and the reason why I'm doing that is because there, you see him log right there, and he had to do that because the Evil Mortar was locked onto the tower. So now the Bush is going in and kind of going to get some value, hopefully. Then that Knight will get some damage on my tower, but I can play the Evil Firecracker here, and then with having the Evil Firecracker there as well, I do have it in the same lane, so if he goes for like a Hog Rider as a counter push or anything, I had it there for a couple seconds just to, you know, keep me safe and keep me protected. There's the Earthquake. He is going to miss the Earthquake, and we will be able to use the Mortar to pull all of that. Now, I'm not going to play the Bush quite yet, just in case he goes for a log. I do have to be careful of that, so we're going to wait, and now I'm going to go for the Bush just to play that, and then honestly, I'm going to play the Skeleton Barrel as well, because if we can get that on the tower, that's going to be awesome. And then he's going to go for the Earthquake with the Hog Rider there. You'll see there, I didn't use my Mortar to pull it. Not a big deal at all. We can go ahead and Fireball right here onto the Firecracker. And at this point, we really just have to defend, and we can keep playing the Bush, and it will keep getting on the tower, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and play my Firecracker here. We do just have to be very careful of him going for a Firecracker as well, so we will keep an eye out for that. But the Bush should get on the tower, and it's going to be nice chip damage every single time, or at the very least, you know, forces him to play that log, and it will be something else. He's going to go for the Evil Firecracker. I'm going to go ahead and just Fireball right on it, and then let's go ahead and play the Bush here again. Hopefully he doesn't log. We can go ahead and log to defend that. Boom. Hog Rider is going to be defended, and that's going to be a win for us because we can just go ahead and play our Firecracker here, and then we can go ahead and get the Fireball on the tower. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. All right, you guys, next matchup. Let's go ahead and just play the Skeleton Barrel right here to start us off. That will kind of be the safe play, I feel like, for the first play, and then we can go ahead and log right here on his Skeleton Barrel. I have a feeling this guy's going to also have Bush, if I had to guess, because he's got so many log bait type of cards. We can go ahead and play the Goblin Gang right here. Then I'll go for the Mortar as well. Hopefully we can kind of get a lock out of that, or something, get something happening, and then okay, looks like he's got Recruits. We do have a lot of really strong counters for Recruits here, at least. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to take some wall breaker damage. I think there's no way around that, unfortunately. He kind of caught us off guard with that, but that's okay. I believe in us. I'm going to go ahead and play the Bush on this side with the Valkyrie. That way, if he logs, then it will still be up, I think, so that would be good. Firecracker is going to lock onto the Inferno Tower, but it's not going to do what we need it to do here, so at least we'll get the Inferno Tower down. And then, oh, the Firecracker does get on the tower, so we get some nice damage there to make up for it. And because he has the wall breakers, we're going to kind of save our Mortar, I think, to try to really take advantage of using the Mortar to pull everything, so that will be good. We can go ahead and play our Goblin Gang right here as like a bit of a counter push. Hopefully we get some chip damage out of that, and then we can just log on the Skeleton Barrel here, and we'll be okay. The only real thing with this deck is just because we have the Bush, we don't have as much defense, so we have to play a little bit smarter, I feel like. Now, he probably has arrows, so we have to be careful with how we play our Firecracker. I'm going to Mortar here, and then kind of wait and see what he does, but we do have to be smart about this. Let's play the Firecracker right here for that one wall breaker, and then, okay, Firecracker is just not going to shoot it. Honestly, I should have saw that coming. I knew that sometimes it doesn't get it, but I don't know why I thought that it would on that time, but that's okay. And then the Valkyrie should take all of that out. We can go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel here. We need to lock in here, man, because we are just getting absolutely demolished right now. Okay, Skeleton Barrel's going to get on the tower. I think I'm going to go for a Skeleton Barrel play soon, where I go for the log with the Skeleton Barrel. He's going to really stack all of that up, so we'll go for the Evil Firecracker, and that'll just help take everything out, and then we can go ahead and log here. Let's go ahead and play the Evil Mortar, and then let's be ready for an Inferno Tower, so let's go ahead. Boom, we did predict that. I'm going to go for the Bush on the other side again here. We got some crazy damage on that side, which is good. Then I will go for the Skeleton Barrel on this side. There's the Evil Archers, so they will lock onto the Skeleton Barrel, but that won't be too big of a deal. Bush is going to get on the tower. That was a bad Firecracker by us. I don't know what we were thinking there, but that's okay. We can play the Mortar here to pull all of that and just kind of distract for a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Valkyrie right here. We can go ahead and log all of this. That one Spear Goblin will get some damage, but really not too worried about that. We can play the high Firecracker this time, and we won't mess that up. And it will get some good damage on the tower, so we're chilling there. We can use the Mortar to pull everything when we need to. Let's just wait a second. And then, actually, I'm going to play the Valkyrie right here, and then I'll just log on this side. And the Valkyrie should kind of take all of that out, and pretty easy defense. Now we can go for the Bush, and then we will get some Spear Goblin damage. Let's go ahead and play the Evil Firecracker right here, and just to get those things down, let's see if he uses his arrows. Oh, let's go. Okay, the Firecracker will get some damage on the tower, so at this point we could literally Fireball cycle if we needed to. I just want to be careful. I'm going to go for the Fireball here. Oh, okay, we got the tower anyway. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck. We almost choked that one. All right, guys, last matchup of the video. Let's go ahead and just play the Mortar first play. And then let's even go for a bush opposite lane. Honestly, don't do this. If you are ever playing and you feel like doing that, don't do it. That is such a bad play that I did. But I was just feeling a little bit lethal. This guy has Miner and Inferno Dragon. So it's either going to be Lava Hound. I think it's Lava Hound. I was thinking it could also be Balloon. Sometimes you'll see the Miner with like those Balloon cycle decks. But I'm pretty confident this is going to be Lava Hound. And so hopefully we can get a nice win here. Now we did have to play our Firecracker, which is kind of unfortunate. I will play my Skeleton Barrel as well, but he might just play arrows to counter all of that. But we will get the Firecracker shot on the tower, which is nice. There's the arrows. We actually got a ton of damage off of that, so I'm definitely not mad about that. I think that us having the bush is going to be a bad matchup for him, though. He's going to Lava Hound in the back, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the bush on this side. And then, because he used his arrows, I don't think he's going to have a ton of counters to stuff like our Firecracker or our Goblin gang. So let's wait and see what he does. I feel like that was a bad time for him to Lava Hound, but let's wait and see. You know, you never know. He might have something to really punish us for that. The good thing is, if he goes for the Miner, we do have Fireball to kind of negate that Miner. Really bad Miner play by him. What was he? I don't really know what he was thinking there. I'm gonna go ahead and Fireball right here, and then okay, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll Goblin gang, but he's probably going to go for the arrows, so I'm gonna play the bush again on the other side. There's the zap. We will just let the Lava Hound go down, and then honestly I'll either play my Valkyrie or my Skeleton Barrel to defend. We'll kind of wait and see what he does to defend it, but we should be okay. We got some decent damage going there. He's going to mess up the arrows, so the bush will get on the tower. We can just play the Skeleton Barrel here. The Skeleton Barrel death damage will take out the Lava Pups and help us get all of that down. And we took some pretty serious damage there, but at the same time, we have wicked damage on the right side, and we do have really good damage on the left side. And we do have our Evil Firecracker, so that will be nice. He's going to go for the Lava Hound, so I'm going to go ahead, play the Evil Mortar, and then I'm going to play the Valkyrie in front because he's probably going to Inferno Dragon. There it is. We can go ahead and play the Evil Valkyrie or Evil Firecracker right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually play my bush on the other side as well. There's the zap, so let's go ahead and play the Goblin gang just to start that cycle, and then let's just wait and see what he plays to counter that. I'm going to go ahead and log on the Barbarians. They're going to push the bush backwards. What is going on? We can go ahead and play the Valkyrie here, and then we can go ahead and actually just play the Firecracker right here, and then why don't we just Fireball? Boom. Hopefully we don't take too much damage because that'll force him to still have to take that tower. We can go ahead and play the Goblin gang on the Miner just to be annoying. I'm going to go ahead and play the bush here, and then he will take that tower down, but that's okay. The Valkyrie will get a little bit of damage on those Barbarians, but that's not going to be enough for sure. So we do have the bush going in. Let's go ahead and get a Firecracker down just to cycle. Hopefully the bush does actually get on the tower. That would be perfect because that would be some good damage. He's going to go ahead and play the Skeleton Dragons to do all of that. Let's go ahead and do this, and then actually, okay, we're going to have to pull that balloon up using our Mortar. So why don't we go ahead and play the Goblin gang here. He played the Miner defensively, so he's not going to have a ton of elixir in hand at the moment, I don't think. And then pretty easy defense there. We can go ahead and play the Valkyrie here. I'm going to go ahead and play another bush. It's kind of a weird thing to play the bush into the lane of something. I'm not really used to that. Let's go ahead and play the Firecracker right here at the bridge just for the Inferno Dragon. He's going to go ahead and play the arrows. I'm going to Fireball. Oh my goodness, the Barbarians just walked right out of range of that. That was tragic. Okay, let's go ahead and log here just to cycle and get rid of those. Bush is going to get on the tower. That's going to be crazy damage. Oh my, what the heck? Okay, Bush is absolutely insane. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.